No, not another newsreel of a conflict somewhere in the world, but the scene of an unusual high-tech race. The scene was set at Tuscany's Baccarini military airport for a speed test between the fastest man and machine in Formula One, Michael Schumacher, and Italian fighter pilot Maurizio Celli's Eurofighter Typhoon. Thousands of spectators turned up at the airport, and the entire spectacle was shown live on Italian television. Ferrari and Air Force technicians compared notes and made bets. The jet carried no weapons and weighed slightly under 21,000 kilograms, and the Ferrari weighed 600 kilograms, while the Eurofighter's top speed when airborne is listed at 2,500 kilometers per hour, and the Ferrari's limit is 369 kilometers an hour. Of course, a car relies on traction for acceleration, and the wet track wouldn't help, but this would have no effect on the jet. Dense air in the cool, damp conditions would help both engines produce maximum performance. In practice runs previously, the jet won in 3 races, but Schumacher wasn't behind the wheel of the Ferrari. It was an occasion full of pomp, with a military band to entertain the thousands of spectators. Earlier, they'd been treated to races between historic cars and aircraft, such as the Caproni 100 and the Alfa Romeo 8C 2300. As the jet and the Ferrari lined up on parallel runways and then went full throttle when the green signal came, the deep sound of a jet turbine mixed with a high-pitched Formula One engine. The jet accelerated down the runway. The Ferrari's power left a trail of water flying up into the grey sky, but not everyone was so easily impressed.
Aeroplanes should stay in the air. We support Ferrari.
Michael was taking it seriously. He backed up to the start line after creating a dryer patch for his own takeoff. The car won the first race over 600 meters in a time of 9.4 seconds against the aircraft's 9.6. In the second race, the jet won 14.2 seconds to cover 1,200 meters against 16.7. Then came the 900-meter decider, with the Eurofighter finishing in 13 seconds compared to the Ferrari's 13.2. It was this close. While the Ferrari's aerodynamics are designed to stop it taking off, the big problem for the pilot was keeping his aircraft on the ground through the finish line. The jet would normally take off after 5 seconds. 6-time world champ Michael was virtually mobbed by media and fans and needed a police escort to get to his car. Celli is now the chief test pilot for one of the companies that built the jet, but was formerly an Italian Air Force fighter pilot and an astronaut for the European Space Agency. Afterwards, he was modest.
Well, let's say there are 2 means of transport which share just one small strip of tarmac of approximately 1.5 kilometres. But each vehicle is king in its own element.
But if it was dry, maybe next year.